Hi everybody, it's Brandy. Welcome back to my channel. I am filming this the same day that I did the last video, and I just want to say I apologize for the fact that my camera moved and a lot of things got out of frame at the bottom. I'm going to try to keep an eye on that this video, and I also want to apologize the fact that I said I was going to make this in that video and then I didn't do it. It's hard to remember what you say you're going to do at the beginning of the video at the end of the video. I just didn't want it to be too long. So I hope you aren't too upset about it. But we are going to start with that project just so we can go ahead and get it done. So I tell you the truth this time. This is the envelopes that my bank statements come in. I love them because they have the big window on the front. So I'm just going to cut it down like right here. I probably should have used the paper trimmer to make it straight, but this works. So I did another video a while back with Halloween ephemera, and I did this whole thing where I made like a template to cut out around the window. Well, I'm not going through all that trouble. What I'm going to do is just use some papers, and I chose some papers that I thought went well with the paper pack. So let's see, what page did we decide to put this on? I probably should have saved that spot. I think it was this one. I think so. We're going to say it's this one. So let's see what goes well with that. Well, this one really goes well with this page across from it. So I think we're going to use this one. And these are the Tim Holtz wallpapers. All right. So let's set those aside. Now, I made one like this for my Disney book, and it was a lot easier than trying to do a template. I just saw where I needed to start tearing for it to be the correct width, and then, you know, just tear. And if it goes a little too far over, that's fine. Better for it to be too big and tear it down more than to have to ink it or figure out some way to do it. All right, so while we're gluing that down, hopefully this glue is going to cooperate. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you watched the last video, and if you didn't, I'll somehow try to link it. YouTube Studio used to let me link videos in the middle of a video, and it probably, oops, my pen's not in there. It probably still does, but it may be on the computer and not the phone app, and I very rarely take my computer out, but I might have to do that. All right, let's see if that works. This glue press is great on your hands. Like, I have issues with the joints in my hands, but, you know, getting it started. If you put the lid on it that it comes with, well, then the lid gets glued onto it. And when you try to take it off, it tears the thing up. And if anybody has any tips on that, I'd love to hear it, because I have yet to figure out how to use it without doing that. But it is great for its intended purpose of just setting it in its little cradle. It like kind of closes itself off with the glue. You just got to remember that the next time you start using it. So we're just going to tear for each side, which I forgot to glue down this. We want to glue, and you could leave this part open and make it like a side pocket and glue the top shut, but we're going to have a top loading pocket. Make sure I didn't glue it shut. I have done that before. So I want all of this raw white edge showing, so I am always going to tear towards myself. If you wanted it where it looked like this, where there's no white edge showing like this, then you would tear away from yourself. I personally love the look of the white raw edge, and I tend to do that every time. Now, I don't care if it covers up like part of the window like that. That's fine with me. Let's see. We're going to go all the way across. And I'm not going to glue that one down yet, because I want to put both of the sides on first. Oh no, now I don't have a straight edge. We're gonna have to cut a straight edge. Let's tear this bottom one real quick and then we'll do a straight edge for me to do the other side. I like it to already be straight along the edge for the envelope, although, you know, you don't have to do it that way. See, good thing I didn't glue that one down because this one's thicker. So I'm gonna probably use it on the bottom. You can still see a little bit. See, I didn't measure well. That's all right, we're gonna make it work. Okay, so let me cut this a straight edge. See, I could move this over like this, and that way I could put an embellishment to kind of cover up the edges don't line up on the sides, and I think that's what I'm going to do because all right, now you could have lined this like before I glued it shut. We could have put a liner in here, but I kind of like these lines. I think they go well with the journal. The journal has a lot of lines on the pages like this. Not the same, but it still looks nice. All right, let's find the page it's going to go on. So that's going to go here. And we're going to make a journaling card to go inside it. Can't really go on the side. Yeah, that's the page. We're going to put it there. So let's find a little embellishment that we can put right here. Let's see what we have. I have this, I did slow stitching and I was learning new types of stitches. So I just did a bunch of them on little scraps of fabric and then just kept them for embellishments. But I don't think the colors work well with that page. I don't know, kind of goes with these flowers and such. We could do that right there. Might be too busy. Let's see what else we got. I have this little ticket, little, that looks nice. We could move it over a little bit and have that. Let's see, which one do we like better? This is where I wish y'all could talk to me and tell me which thing you like better, because I'm always indecisive and really wish somebody could help me. But I know that's not going to happen. So let's see. We have this crown. I like it. We could put the crown down here. That looks cute. Too many choices. You know, now that I see this paper against this paper, I don't really like it that much, but you know, we already made it now. We could see if there's a different page to put it on. This is why it takes me so long to make things. Let's see. I really do like it better with that paper. But that's going to be, oh, that's not that bad. We could put it there. We could even make it a side loading pocket that way. We might do that. Let's see what other page we have. Have the teapots. I don't like it on that page. And we already have these 2 pages. All right, let's see. Okay. You know what I think I need? I think it just needs, like, the tan and the green work well, but I need some of this blue color in it. I think that's why I'm not liking it. Let's find a thing that has blue on it. This one does, like, you can see my inner thread is the blue, but I don't know if we did it like that. I don't know. Okay, maybe that's a... We could put Alice, and then we could put a little butterfly here, like she's waiting for the butterfly to land on her hand. That would look cute. And I do think I have a butterfly. Let's see. Where did I see a butterfly? He's flying the wrong direction, though. Seriously, dude? Why can't you be flying the other way? Okay, let's think this through. So we could put her there, and she could see a butterfly flying towards her. I kind of like that. I mean, let's just go with that, because I'll sit here and overanalyze it all day. And I think, oh, wait, that's on the wrong corner. That doesn't cover this up. No. Okay. Y'all, seriously. Okay, so maybe she had her hand like that, and the butterfly just flied off. Or we just put the butterfly on her hand. Let's do that. Maybe the butterfly is going to fly off of her hands, or he just flew away. We're just going to go with that. It's our book. We can write a story. That's our story. The butterfly just flew off her hand. So, it doesn't matter. That's what we're going to do. I tend to overthink everything. If any of my friends are watching, they can definitely attest to that. I am an overthinking thinker in all aspects of life. So, let's try not to do that when crafting, because, you know, at the end of the day, most of the things we overthink when we craft, the things that we try hard to decide what we like and what we don't like, at the end of the day, no one notices them, not even us. A lot of times we just think these things and think these things and think these things, and then later when you go back and look at it, you're like, oh wow, that turned out good. Why was I worried about it? Okay, also we said this was going to be a side pocket, and I just glued this on this way. So it's going to go back to the original page we were going to put it on. Y'all, I promise I was prepared. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, what do we want? Do we want the butterfly here, or we want the butterfly here? I think we want the butterfly there. It doesn't look good on her hands. Okay. So, the butterfly just flew away. Fly, butterfly. All right. Let's hope that that blue color is on the other page too, because that was the whole reason I put that on there. But, you know, it could go this way on this page. I really think that would still look good. Okay, y'all tell me what you want me to do. It'll be too late, but still tell me. All right, let's see. It could go on this. See, that one doesn't have all the blue in it that the other one does. It does down here, though. I don't know. Decisions. You know what? That has this on the back of it. That's going to be a really heavy page. But I just like it better here. So we're going to go with that. And this is going to be not a tuck or anything. We're just going to make it just a single pocket. So put all the glue on it. There. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to be fine. I really like how that turned out. And I like it better on that piece of paper. Okay. All right, so that is stuck down well. Now I have this red piece of paper. It's not really not red. It's kind of like a burgundy color. Let me get my hole punch, because we're going to make a little tab for our tag we made. Sorry, I forgot to bring it over here. But we're going to use this whale-tail punch. And we're going to make, where's that spot? This. We're going to use it. No, I think I'm going to put a piece of lace on this one. We'll use that for a tab on this, because it goes well with that piece of paper. And that paper actually goes nicely with it. That's a piece of scrapbook paper that I've probably had 20 years, and that's no exaggeration. That's why I hold on to things, because you never know when it's going to be useful. Okay, so now this will be a lot easier to get in and out of this pocket. Let me scoot this back over. See, still gets stuck a little bit, but it's much easier than it was. Then this one, we will put, let me get out I have a bunch of fabric things that I've done in here. And I saw a tab one earlier. I used to do quilting, or still do if I have time, which I don't very often have time. So a lot of these fabrics are scraps from when I did quilting. Okay, so it's not in that one. Okay, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I don't even know if the colors will go, but I remembered seeing it when I was putting things in there. So let's check it out. I mean, the mustard color doesn't really go, and neither does the white. Let's just see what it looks like. I mean, I kind of want to use it anyways, but it really doesn't match. I mean, sort of kind of, you know what? I like it. I don't care. We're using it. I don't care. Well, let's go ahead and, I don't know if I want to glue it or staple it. Let's use the little stapler. Oops. I'm trying not to staple the little eyelet part. That is so not even, and I didn't even get the back. Let's take that staple out. Probably shouldn't do this with my scissors, but they were the closest things, so that's what I'm using. All right, let's see. So that last video I did was like 30 minutes, so I'm going to see if y'all like that better. The longer videos, I'm not sure, and I'm going to attempt to do, I've never done a short before, but I'm going to attempt to do a short with my Disney Traveler's Notebook. Okay, that looks cute. I like that. All right, let's stick that tag in there. See, and then we have this hanging out. Why don't we do it like this, maybe? No, I like it the other way. Okay. All right, so that one's done. We got to figure out something for this. Now, what I was thinking to do here was, like I have one of these, and I thought, I don't know how I could line it up, but I thought it would be a cute belly band. Doesn't look good that way. I don't really want to cut her feet off, so let's see if I trim it. Let's see if we trim it like right above the Queen Alice. Let's see, we know it's 6 inches. The book is 6 inches, so let's see where we'd have to cut it for 6 inches. Okay, well, we cut one of her feet off. That's not bad. I can live with that. That's not bad. I mean, maybe it's a little shorter than 6 inches. I mean, all paper trimmers are going to vary some. Yeah, so let's take a little hair. Do we want to take it off the top? Let's just cut her whole feet off. Look, I said I don't want to cut her feet off, and we're going to cut her feet off anyway. Sorry, Alice. She has no feet. You're not going to really pay attention to that once it's stuck, though. So that's just going to be, oh, there was writing space on the back of that. Oh, well, we're going to put a journal card, and that'll make it even bigger writing space. So we're not going to freak out about that. Put that there. All right. So we'll make a journaling card to go in there. That might be our last video, is making some journaling cards. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is go revisit this page up here with this little tag. So the happy unbirthday, I want that tag to go here. And I know Alice is there with the cake, but I also have it here. But I thought to kind of make it a little different, we could cut it out and have her kind of like this. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. Or we might do something different. But before we do any of that, we're going to use the other part of our envelope that we had to make a pocket. So this is the other side of the envelope that we had cut off the window one. So we're going to make a pocket out of this. So to do so, we have to make sure this tag is going to fit in here. So we need to measure. The tag is, let's see, 2 3/8. So we need to make sure this, you want it to fit well, so we want it to be 2.5 inches. Also, we're not going to be gluing it shut. We're going to make it, I'll show you what we're going to do. But all right, so let me mark 2.5 inches. Of course, I have everything around me, everything but a pencil. No pencil. Ah, I found a pen. That'll work. Okay. So 2.5 inches. So we want it to go there. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this flap. And so this is going to be the edge of our envelope. Not our envelope, I'm sorry. This is going to be the edge of our pocket. So we want to make a flap that is about another 1/2 inch. So we want to cut this about right there. I guess I could even this up because I did not do that. And then I just cut off my 1/2 inch mark, but that's okay. Okay, so we have a little less than 1/2 inch, but that's all right. So then we're going to come on the back side of it, and we just want to cut this part off. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing is we're going to fold this over. Probably be good to do it in a scoreboard so it's actually straight. That's what I did before. But so you're going to do that, and then you can, and what that's going to do is it's going to make the pocket the size we want it instead of just making it the size that the envelope was. Make sure our tag fits in there. If it doesn't, I might cry, but I have other envelopes. So, all right. There we go. So there's our tag. It's not wanting to go all the way down because of that little part right there. I did not have all this trouble with my prototype, of course. All right, so we're just going to glue this part closed. And then we need to cover our pocket with something. Now we want it, since it's a pocket, we want it to have like a little thumb hole. That'll make it easier. Don't know where my punch is. Y'all, I bought this really nice Fisker's punch. And it goes flat, and it does like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch punch. And I have lost it in my craft room somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I'll find it eventually. So we're just going to use that for right now. So let's see what we're going to cover this with. This is the page it's going on. Or, oops, wrong page. Here, so it's going to be opposite this one. So we have some blues. I don't really want to use that. I think it would be okay to do something a little, I mean, that looks okay. See, I didn't think about this part. This is a part that we're doing live. Okay, you know what? I like this. This goes well. So let's do this. We know we need it 2.5 inches by, I started as a scrapbooker, so I do a lot of measuring. It doesn't bother me. Let's see, 3 3/4. So 2.5 by 3 3/4. Now let's hope I remember that by the time we get the paper cut. All right, so let's see. So we'll do the 3 3/4. If we cut it a little big, we can always trim it. And 2.5. We should have punched the thing after we covered it, but this works. Let's use some of our cool new glue stick. This time I'm going to put more glue because last time I didn't use enough. All right. I like that it's blue because you can see where it is on the page, and I'm sure that's the purpose of it. But I will say that it's a lot messier than the white one. I don't think the white one gobs up this much, or I shouldn't say white, it's clear. But anyway, the non-blue one. So I don't know if I'm going to be ordering that again because it's awfully, just look, ugh. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how well it glues. I may have cut it a little too short. Let's see. No, that's pretty good. I mean, we just want it to cover all the edges, to the edges. So you can see the white around it. That's okay because we can ink some around it if we want to. So I'm going to try to match this. I had some glue on it, so it didn't want to come off. All right, that looks nice. Okay, so let's ink around it a little bit. I have my Distress ink Vintage Photo, and I'm really not inking a lot on this journal, but I just cover up that little bit of white, and since this paper's already brown, I think that is okay. Wow, we're already at 30 minutes. It just goes by. Am I just that slow? I don't know. We're going to finish this. Okay. We're going to finish this up, and maybe I can edit some out of this video. We'll see. Okay. So the page, this one's going to go on. So I'm going to go here. So I really want to have something on the envelope. It's on birthday, so I have the birthday. Let's see. Whoops. I'm dropping everything. I had something that said on birthday. Where is it? Happy unbirthday to you. That's way too big to use on anything. You know what? We could just put this butterfly on there because that would be beautiful. I like the butterfly. All right, that's the deal. We're going to go with that. So we're going to stick the whole pocket down. I want it centered and hopefully straight, but you know, doesn't really matter if it's not. And then we'll put this butterfly, because I mean the other page has a butterfly on it, so you know, butterflies are good. Butterflies go with everything. I love butterflies. And hummingbirds, they go with everything. This is very intricate. I don't know if we're going to get glue in all the areas, but hopefully it'll still stick. We'll get it in some of the important spots. There we go. All right. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Oops, his little antenna. Okay, now we got to see how well this tag goes in and out of here, because the thing I was planning on putting on it may be too bulky. It still doesn't want to go all the way in. Okay. We're going to make it work. All right, the other thing I was going to put on it is way too bulky. So we're going to try something different. And we may have to come back to that later because I'm really not sure what I want to put on there. I mean, we have Alice on the other side. I mean, we could put this little mirror on there. I don't know how much I like that, though. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of dumb to have Alice here and Alice there. I mean, I don't really like that. Let's see. I wish I had just like a cake. I mean, we could cut the cake out of her hand. I mean, we could sacrifice her and just have the cake. But then you have her hands you got to cut out on the platter. And that's not going to work very well. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm overthinking it, as always. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take this happy unbirthday, and we are cutting through 2 pieces of paper, maybe our tag too. But we're going to cut this because part of doing this is just figuring out ways that you can use the things you have. Doesn't necessarily have to be in the way it was intended to be used. That's one thing I love about paper crafting. Very easy to modify things. All right. So we're just going to cut it apart. Whoops. And I will find a cake I like somewhere, and we will put it on there. But for now, that's going to be how it looks. I mean, we could take apart the 2 and the U and make it go all the way down, but I'm going to find a cake. Y'all, I'm going to find a cake. The cake is going to get found. I don't care if I have to cut this cake out. I mean, I could just cut the cake out and put the cake down there. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Why not? We can just have just the cake with the little cherry on top. I just didn't want the same Alice. So we're just going to cut the whole tray off and everything. We're just going to have cake. There we go. Now we have cake. I love it. We're going to put our cake down there. You know what? Let's put a little piece of black paper under our cake, because I think that would look cute. So you got your cake, kind of like it's sitting, well, it's a really funky platter. Let's do this. Like it's sitting on a platter. We'll ink around him a little bit. This was some gray I had on this ink blender earlier. Don't mind me just going off on tangents here, because that's what I do best. Okay, I like that. We're just going to tear this down just a little bit. We'll put that there. We'll put the little cake on it. Let's tear it down a little bit more, because I want it to kind of look like a platter. So all right. I don't know what happened with that. Hold on, that's messed up. Let's do this again. It has some weird edges on it. All right, this one's better. So we need to tear it. Sorry about that. Just did not look right on the edges. All right, so let's get this cake. Way too much glue for that cake, I'm afraid. All right, there it is on its lovely platter. I love it. And I just gotta like find some strings to put on it. So hopefully he fits in the envelope. Let's try him. I mean in the pocket. Dang it. Yes, I made it from an envelope. So we could have the happy sticking out. I like that. And we'll put a little thing right there. But anyway, thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will have another part to this journal, so we'll finish it up in the next video, hopefully. Maybe one more part after that. I may make some journal and cards off camera. So anyway, join me for next time, and like my video, and please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.